Okay, so today we're going to talk about building a tin can robot. I ordered this from Amazon.com. It came with all of these pieces except for the AA 1.5 volt battery and the Pepsi can over here. But everything else came with the kit. You've got your 4 body rings, your 1 axle with gear and 2 plastic feet, 2 gripper hands, a battery casing with cover and the wires, 2 eyes base plates, the body plate, metal wires. Here's the toy motor with the gear. We have screws, bolts, and nuts, bendy straws, moving eyes, the motor axle cover. Here's the 2 straw attachments, a short leg, a long leg, terminal caps, moving eyes, and of course, as we said before, the tin can. It also comes with the assembly directions listed here, and it goes over to the other side as well for the final assembly. Okay, so we're going to take the body plate and look at the side that has the 2 metal eyelets. What we're going to do is put the body rings. One goes up at the top, insert it into the holes, turn it over, and we're going to insert a screw here in the middle. Okay, that's the one at the top, and then we do the second one here at the bottom. Make sure it clicks into space. Turn it over. Get our screw. Insert that one at the bottom. Okay, and there we have our 2 body rings installed. The next thing what we want to do is we want to get the motor and the gear housing. So here's our motor. And here's the housing right here. I'm going to stick that in there. Oops. Turn it over, put that in here, okay. The battery case fits on, let's see, here's the housing. Here's our housing. Let's go ahead and stick that on there too. There's the housing. And then we're going to go ahead and get the battery casing. This needs to go on the back as well. Well, first, actually, these wires need to go through. Stick one through each little square. Okay, so what we did is we peeled off the backing of the eyeballs and put them on top of the eye base plates. So we have 2 of those now. Now what we need to do is attach them to the top of the base here. Okay, so we've got the eyes attached on with the wire, and now if you want to make spirals around the eyes with the wires, just going to wrap this around a pencil to get some spirals and slide it out. Okay. Do you have any kind of a shape you want to give them? If you want it a little tighter, a little closer together, the wires are very malleable to move around. Okay, the next step is to take your can, here's our Pepsi can, slide it through the body rings, just like so. We've got our battery right here. Let's slip our battery in, and let's turn it on and see what happens. And there it goes. Great. Okay, once you've pulled the wires through the back, you can go ahead and put your battery case on. And there's a screw up on the top right-hand corner and a screw on the bottom left-hand corner that you want to go ahead and put on there. The next part is to go ahead and take your axle with gear and 2 plastic feet. And those are going to go right here. There's little grooves that these fit on right here. Go ahead and install that. And then it does suggest to put a little oil, cooking oil, to lubricate your gears. So just going to take a little bit of oil to lubricate the gear. Okay, so now that we have the axle with gear and the 2 plastic feet, we're going to go ahead and put the motor axle cover on. We're going to take 4 screws and attach that as well. There's one. Okay, so the next thing, once you have your battery casing attached on with your screws, you're going to go ahead and put the wires through the little square holes. So you have the wires from the battery and the wires from the motor coming through. The next thing that you want to do is you want to connect the black and the red wire. I'm going to go ahead and connect them together. You're going to go ahead and put them inside the metal ring. And then we have a terminal cap that we're going to attach inside here. I'm going to do that on the other side as well. I'm going to connect these two together. Put them inside the metal ring. Take our terminal cap and install them. Right. Okay, the next thing we want to do is complete our body rings. So we're going to take our top body ring, put them on top of each other, take a bolt, put it on one side, take a second bolt, put it on the other side. Then we have our nuts. I'm going to go ahead and put these on. Oops. Oh, this will be a little tricky. The next step is to attach the long leg, and that's going to go up at the top near the battery case. And then we're going to do the short leg on the opposite side. That's going to go up here on the ring, the body ring. Okay. Okay, next we're going to take the two straw attachments and attach them on the end of the straw, like so. There's one, and here's two. And then we're also going to take the gripper hands, and those go on the opposite end of the straw. There's one gripper hand, and here's the second gripper hand. All right, there's the two arms. Okay, so we've attached the arms to the body rings. We've got that settled here. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the metal wires and we're going to attach them onto the eye-base plates. And when you turn it over, you'll see that there's a little groove where the wire fits in. Take one of our screws. Okay, there's the first one. Take the second wire and we'll do the same exact thing. Okay, so what we did is we peeled off the backing of the eyeballs and put them on top of the eye-base plates. So we have two of those now. Now what we need to do is attach them to the top of the base here. Okay, so we've got the eyes attached on with the wire, and now if you want to make spirals around the eyes with the wires, just going to wrap this around a pencil to get some spirals and slide it out. Okay. You have any kind of a shape you want to give them. If you want it a little tighter, a little closer together, the wires are very malleable to move around. Okay, the next step is to take your can, here's our Pepsi can, slide it through the body rings, just like so. We've got our battery right here. I'm going to slip our battery in, and let's turn it on and see what happens. And there it goes. Great.